Hey, Mighty Rough Riders. It's Mr. Schaller, your reading nerd. And I wanted to say thank you so much. It's been a pleasure serving you, but I'm going to be literally retiring to my writing desk. That's another thing I'm a nerd about is writing. And I'm usually not here in the circle here, but sort of like in The Wizard of Oz. I don't know if you've seen that movie. It's an old classic. But when they pull the curtain back, the wizard, it's just some guy. I'm the guy. So thank you so much. It's been a lot of fun working with you. Um, Got to talk about a few books. One book is called The Catcher in the Rye. No idea what it meant when I first picked it up, but I loved it. And I didn't like to read when I was younger. And I would actually read it out loud, some of the funny parts I thought to my friends at Catholic school during recess. And a nun once like snatched it from me. And she said, "That's inappropriate. You shouldn't be reading that." And that's how I knew it was a good book. Look, a lot of the best books ever written have been banned. They're not available in schools or in the libraries because they scare people. And that's usually because they're really smart and thoughtful and deep. So keep an eye out for those books. We're very fortunate. We have an amazing librarian, Miss Ellis, who will always direct you toward the really interesting books, and talk to your teachers too and friends who read. But one thing I like about it, the character gets kicked out of school. Oops. That's the bell. He gets kicked out of school and he says, "I don't care if it's a sad goodbye or a bad goodbye, but when I leave a place, I like to know I'm leaving it. If you don't, you feel even worse." So that's sort of why I'm making this farewell video. Because I've been here since the 90s and it's time for me to retire and write and do other things, travel. Other amazing books I've gotten to read with students over my time here: Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass, an American Slave, written by himself, which is the actual story of what it meant to be an enslaved person in the US. And nobody had told that story before. That's what great books do. Another great book, The Autobiography of Malcolm X. He actually says, "I'd never been so truly free in my life," even though he's in a prison cell, when he's telling the story about how he learned to read, which was by writing down all the words in a dictionary, literally in his notebooks, so he could read. Great stuff. Listen, what I want to encourage you really to do is to be a nerd. Find what you love and be a nerd about it. Maybe it's making music or producing music, or maybe it's fashion, or maybe it's, art, or maybe it's working on cars, or maybe it's maybe you don't know yet, which is fine. That's one reason you go to college, so you can sort of figure out what you want to do. But whatever it is, be a nerd about it. These are some of my books at home. I love rereading the same books over and over again, like The Secret History. It's a dark academia. There's a murder, and then you find out what happened. But find what you love. Maybe you love, maybe you want to make movies. Maybe you want to work in the film industry. Maybe you just like watching movies. Like Severance is a great series that's on right now, or Vertigo, or Quentin Tarantino, new movies, old movies, whatever. Find what you're passionate about, share it with other people. That makes you a nerd. Whatever it is, it's cool. So that's all, folks. I just want to say thank you so much. Every adult on this campus works here because we love being around you, our students. Sometimes you bug us. Sometimes we really annoy you, we know. But ultimately, you're the future, as corny as that sounds, and grateful to have had some time with you. Thanks.